All right, hello everyone. So this is the first in a series of videos about getting started with Git and GitHub. And so in this first video, what we're going to do is just be downloading Git to our own desktop or laptop computers. Won't be the most glamorous thing, but it's kind of the first logical place to start in using Git and GitHub. And so the resource that we're going to use just to start out with, and you should be able to type this into your search bar, this R package book by Wickham. So we're not writing R packages for this, but we're still going to use this book by Hadley Wickham and Jenny Bryan. And if you find the book, it should look something like this. Down in the last part, sharing with others, you should be able to click on section 18. And you should get to this section called Git and GitHub. So we're going to skip over some of this down to section 18.2, which is called Initial Setup. And so this is kind of where we have to split up again. So if you have Windows, then you'd follow along with this link and you would just click one of these two to download this, to download Git directly. And so I'll leave you to do that kind of on your own following those directions. If you have a Mac, then you'll follow the second link of OS X. And the Mac one is actually a little bit more complicated just because it has some options. And so the option that we're going to use is installing Homebrew. So there are some other choices here. I've never done the third or fourth one. I have done the second one, installing Xcode, but Xcode is just so big it's probably not worth it. And so if you click on this Homebrew link, which I'm going to open in this new tab, it will take you to this strange looking page. And so all that you would need to do here is click this copy button next to this install Homebrew command. So I'm going to click that copy. I saw the little check, so that's good. And then back in your RStudio, what you copied is something that you have to run in the shell or on the command line. And so you could get to that from RStudio, which I think is the easiest way to do it if you're not familiar with working in the shell. And up in your RStudio margin bar, you would click on Tools, and then down to Shell. So again, Tools, down to Shell. That will open a window that looks like something like this. And so this would be your own username. So instead of mhiam, it would be whatever your computer username is. And you would just paste what was in that Homebrew tab on Google Chrome or whatever your browser is here directly. So you don't have to modify anything, you just paste it, click enter. It will ask you for your password. And so this is your password that you use to access your computer. So not necessarily your Sakai password, it's not connected to Slew or anything like that, it's just your computer password that you would use to log into your laptop. You might have noticed that when I was typing in my password, it won't actually show up, so it won't actually, I guess the letters won't really appear, but it is registering what you're typing. It's just not showing anything for privacy reasons. Once you type in your password, you click enter. It'll bring you to something like this. And I'm getting a warning because I just have an older version of Mac OS. So if I wanted to be really safe, I would update my operating system. But I am going to risk it for the biscuit, if you will. And it's telling me to press return to continue. So any other key to abort. So I don't want to abort. I want it to at least try. So I'm going to click my return or enter button. And then it will install this homebrew. And so I'm going to give it a second. And so installation was successful. So that's all good. Yours might take a little bit longer because I know that mine was just, I think, updating Homebrew because I already had it installed. So you might have to give it like 5 minutes or so. And you just want to give it until you see this prompt again. So your name followed by a $sign should appear once it's done installing. You should again hopefully see something that says installation successful or some sort of indication that it was a successful install. Okay. So after you install Homebrew, that completes this first step. So we've installed Homebrew. Now what we want to do is after that $sign, we want to have Homebrew install Git. So I'm just copying this line here, brew install Git. And I'm going to, again, hit enter. Again, you shouldn't see this. You should get a different message. It's just because I already have Git installed that it's saying to reinstall it, do brew reinstall Git. So I'll do that. But you should not have to do that on your own computer unless you already have Git installed. But either way, just so that I'm following along as closely as possible, I'm going to reinstall it. And again, this Git is fairly large, so this should take a minute or two. And so we'll see how long it takes, but we'll just kind of be patient here. Alright, so I went ahead and paused the video because it was taking a bit of time, but I would guess it took about 3 minutes, so I guess it's telling me 1 minute and 51 seconds. So it'll take a little bit of time, but you want to wait until you see this command line prompt show up again with your name and the $sign. The last step that we're going to do in this video is we're going to make sure that Git actually installed on our computer like we think it did. And so to do this, in your command line window after the $sign, you would just type in which Git. That will tell it where the Git file is, and Git -- version. That should give you the version number of Git that you're working with. So in my case, it's 2.34.0. If you did not get an error and you're actually seeing this version number, that is great. That means Git is on your laptop. I know we don't really know what that means yet, but we eventually will, of course. And so in the next video, we're going to do something a little bit easier and set up a GitHub account online. So until then, I'll see you next time.